There comes a moment in life when strength no longer helps, when words fall silent, and when even hope feels distant. The scriptures say it is in such moments that true surrender is born. This is a sacred story of Gajendra Moksha, a story that teaches us that God does not respond to power but to complete surrender. In a previous birth, Gajendra was a noble king named Indradyumna. He was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, deeply absorbed in meditation and worship. Once, while the king was lost in samadhi, the great sage Agastya arrived at his palace. The king, unaware of the external world, did not rise to greet the sage. Feeling insulted, the sage cursed him, "You shall be born as an elephant." But seeing the king's devotion, the curse was softened. The sage blessed him, saying, "You will remember the Lord in your suffering, and Vishnu himself will grant you liberation." Thus, King Indradyumna was reborn as Gajendra, the king of elephants. Gajendra lived near Mount Trikuta, surrounded by forests, rivers, and lakes. He was mighty, respected, and compassionate, leading a large herd of elephants. One day, after roaming the forest, Gajendra entered a serene lake to bath. The water was calm, the surroundings were peaceful, but destiny was waiting beneath the surface. Suddenly, a powerful crocodile emerged from the water and clamped into Gajendra's leg. Gajendra tried to pull himself out. His herd rushed to help him, but the more he struggled, the deeper he was dragged into the lake. Scriptures say this struggle continued for 1000 celestial years. On land, the elephant was strong. In water, the crocodile had the advantage. This struggle represents the soul caught in the grip of karma and ego. Slowly, Gajendra's strength faded, his pride collapsed, his body weakened, his helpers became helpless. In that suffering, a deep realization arose: this body is temporary. Only the Lord is eternal. At that moment, Gajendra remembered his past life and the name of Narayana. With his last remaining strength, Gajendra plucked a lotus flower with his trunk. Raising it towards the sky, he offered it to the Lord and began to pray. This prayer is known as Gajendra Stuti. He did not pray to save his body. He did not ask for strength. He surrendered completely. "O Lord, you are my only refuge." This was not fear. This was pure surrender. The moment this surrender arose, Lord Vishnu arose from Vaikuntha. The scriptures beautifully say he did not even wait for Lakshmi Devi to arrange his ornaments. Mounting Garuda with the Sudarshana Chakra in his hand, he rushed to protect his devotee. This shows us one eternal truth. God may delay, but he never abandons a surrendered soul. In a flash, Lord Vishnu appeared. With his Sudarshana Chakra, he struck the crocodile and freed Gajendra. But this was not just rescue. Gajendra's elephant body fell away. He regained a divine form, bowed at the feet of the Lord, and attained moksha. The crocodile too was liberated, for he was a cursed Gandharva. Thus both souls were freed. The scriptures teach us Gajendra is the soul, the crocodile is karma, the lake is worldly life, the lotus is surrender, Vishnu is divine grace. Liberation does not come by fighting harder. It comes when we surrender completely. When life pulls us into deep waters, when strength fails, remember Gajendra. The Lord who came running for an elephant will surely come for anyone who surrenders with a pure heart. So this was the story of Gajendra Moksha. May this story remind us that true surrender alone leads to freedom. If this narration brought peace to your heart, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay connected for more such